Okay. Are you from St. John?
Yeah, I'm from St. John.
Okay, cool. What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
For breakfast this morning, a hangover. I didn't have
hungover?
breakfast. Yeah,
Okay,
I had
nice.
some Subway at like 5 p.m.
Neither. I didn't have breakfast either. So.
No?
Okay. So this one's a little heavier.
Okay.
What's something that you believe to be true that most of society would disagree with you about?
Well, man, that's a great question. I would have to say that at times it's really easy to decide who doesn't deserve your patience or who doesn't deserve your understanding or your compassion, especially when you feel like you sense some kind of some kind of negative emotion being projected out into the world. But I think it's been really helpful for me in the last few years, trying to like work really hard, not just to sympathize and empathize with people who need it, or for people who obviously need it, but for those who are on the other side of it. I think when you empathize with people who seem to have a little bit of hate in their hearts, it can open them up a lot more than shouting them down, and that can be really, really hard to do. But it's something that I think is really important and can make a difference where you don't expect it to, and even where you sometimes are too frustrated to want to.
Thank you.
For sure.
What is something that you've done lately or are doing that you're really proud of yourself about?
Well, I'm a teacher. I just started my teaching career like 2 years ago, so it's been really, really rewarding. However, in my summertime now, I've had a lot more free time, and I've been definitely taking advantage of that free time and trying to pursue passions and make like really rewarding hobbies. So I just started collecting a lot of vinyl records in the last little bit and getting really into music, and I've started DJing with that. So as well as like other jobs, I'm kind of making a little bit of money, but having like a really fun time just spinning vinyl records and getting involved in like that community. It's been really fun.
Nice. What kind of music?
All over the place, but lately I've been like really into French electronic music and like European dance music.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm
a lot of like
close
disco inspired stuff and funk inspired stuff.
I love it, dude. I'm like this close to getting a turntable set and just spinning like old school 90s house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Dude, for sure.
Okay, last question.
Yeah,
what
man.
is the biggest struggle in your life right now?
Oof. I think I'm a very lucky person. My biggest struggle kind of always tends to be, I don't know, I feel like authenticity is like probably my driving force in life. It's just really important to be authentic, and sometimes I find people generally want to kind of play into the roles of what the situation is, and that makes sense. It's a social efficiency thing that everyone is a part of when you're in society, but I find like when you have the moments where like you break through that and you kind of go beyond just what's expected of you given whatever the social interaction, and you just like learn something weird about somebody or just step outside of that, and you can tell that people's guards are down and that they're just being themselves, like that's super rewarding and something that can be a struggle. However, it's worth it for sure to branch out there. Yeah.
Is this for anything?
For my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Black coffee.
Black coffee. Is that a normal thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Are you from St. John?
Yes. All my life.
All your life?
Yes.
You live right in the city?
I do.
Cool. If you had a visitor or someone, tourist, you know, friend who came to the city, what's the one thing that you would take them to
The
do?
city market.
City market. Nice.
That's where I do my grocery shopping. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm shy.
No, you're not. You're doing awesome.
Thanks.
What is one thing that you think is true that most people in society would disagree with?
Oh dear. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the pandemic, of course. If you're from Florida, I would say global warming. I work at a hotel. We have an abundance of people there from Florida. None of them believe in global warming, so that's just a random thing that I thought was really interesting. You know, predominantly people from Florida, I guess. Sorry guys, but you're wrong.
Okay. What is one thing in your life that you're struggling with lately?
Consistency, regulating happiness, I think. It's been a lonely time during the pandemic, so coming out of that, it's been an adjustment period for everybody. So, yeah.
Okay, do I look good in the frame?
Yeah, you look fly, definitely. Red glasses.
Right? It's like, so deep, it's so fun.
Okay, so what did you have for breakfast this morning?
For breakfast this morning, I had sushi.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
I woke up
offended.
late and I was like, you're offended, why?
Sushi for breakfast? I don't know. I've never even heard. This is the first time I've ever heard of that.
Really? You must live a boring life, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even have breakfast. I don't know. Okay, all right, fair enough. What is something that you think is true that most people would disagree with you with? Or disagree with you about?
That all of our pain, all of our, I'm a psychology nerd, so that's I think in that space. All of our pain, all of our issues, it all comes from childhood. Like all of them. And like people fight me on that, so I'd say, yeah, it's that.
What is something that you've done lately that you're really proud of?
Man, speaking of healing, exactly that. I was literally just talking to a friend, a mentor, kind of, about the healing that I've been doing lately, and that like I'm reworking the things that were difficult. I'm pushing myself to do the things that feel vulnerable, but I know are good for me. And that shit is hard. Healing is hard. And I'm doing it, and I'm figuring it out, and like I'm getting through it, and I am so damn proud of myself for that.
I love that. What are you doing? What specifically do you, like what has your healing journey been like? What do you do?
So I've been like, I've seen therapists. I'm currently working with an EFT coach, or I don't really know exactly what the title is, but essentially we all have energetic points right in our bodies, and so working through that, yoga, meditation. I'm a big ass pothead, so a lot of that like really, I love the meditative state it puts me in. So, oh hey you guys.
Oh, sorry. Keep going, girl.
Do you want to join? We can all like be part. No, I can like legit. I don't want to be.
No, we'll go to Sarah.
Can I ask you the same questions?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I love you. I follow you on Instagram.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what is? I'm just gonna go straight to it. This is a tough question.
Let's do it. Okay,
This
I'm
stops
ready.
people in their tracks. What is one thing you believe to be true that most of society would disagree with you about?
What is one thing
That COVID is not a serious issue.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Get the vaccine or don't, but move on.
Stop.
Hey, no, that's what you believe to be true. That's say it loud, bro.
Is that honest or what?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's honesty right there.
I did a whole video on that, interviewing people with similar views. It got taken down off YouTube.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, within a day, people like maybe complained or whatever, said it was all misinformation. It was literally just a collection of me asking people like, how has COVID affected you? They said it was misinformation. Yeah, I get fired up about it, but
I think hearing about it has affected me more than actually getting it.
yeah, absolutely.
That's really cool that you're doing that.
What is something that you've accomplished lately that you're super proud of yourself?
Well, I changed roles in my career, and I feel like I wasn't expecting it, but I'm really proud of it, and I'm excited about the change, because change is good.
Okay, yeah, it is. I'm with you. What is your biggest struggle in life right now?
Fear, being afraid,
Afraid of what?
not knowing what's coming.
All right.
Cool. Thank you.
It's
Thank you
his
guys.
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks. See ya.
We're coming back down to walk the dog.
I gotta commend, like, this is cool that you're doing this. I go around, I sell my own pictures, so it's just cool that we
those are
bumped
dope.
into each other.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
Follow your
follow?
channel. I love that.
Thank you so much for the support.
You say so many good things about St. John. It's awesome.
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Is it okay that I'm filming you right now? Can I put that in the video?
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely. Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
it. But your kid is so freaking cute. Oh my god, she's adorable. I love her.
Thanks. I never know what to say. I think
Yeah.
thanks. If she was here, I would tell her to say thank you.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's cute.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely. Good job. Thank you.
you. Hey. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. Are you from St. John?
Born in Montreal, grew up in St. John.
Do you speak French?
No.
No?
I lived in, it's called Griffintown.
Griffintown.
So it's just before Verdun. It's an English community.
Okay.
Went to James Lang. When I went back up in high school too, I went to James Lang High School, so it's an English high school.
Yeah.
But not many people know, but there's a lot of English communities in Montreal and surrounding areas. So.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty big city, I guess. If you think about it, there's probably a Chinese area, you know, a Korean area, if it's anything like Toronto. I mean.
It is, very much so. Yeah, I lived just before Verdun in Point St. Charles.
Cool. What is one thing that you believe in, you think it's true, but most people in society would disagree with you about?
I guess it's evolving, but that there is such thing as a soul or an afterlife. I'm a big believer in electricity and how electricity is run. And if our body's power doesn't die. So where does that energy go when life ends? It's got to go somewhere.
I'm 1,000% with you on that. No, like it's not even it's a knowing. It's not even a like maybe. It's a knowing. It's that deep for me.
Yeah, and not just that. Like everybody always says to me, not everybody, but people that don't believe always say, well, the science. I said, well, electricity is a science, and it's scientifically known that energy doesn't dissipate. So where does it go?
Yes. What is something that you've accomplished lately, or you've been doing lately, that you're really proud of yourself?
Well, I used to work for a big company in St. John, not Irving. It was, I might as well say it as public knowledge, Xerox. They wanted to change the commission structures, so we decided to part ways. Took that money from payout, went back to school, completed a degree, and then now I'm working for a new company that really appreciates the single person, the single employee. So you're not just a number, you're not just revenue, you're part of a process that without you, they make you feel that without you as a link in the chain doesn't work. And I never really felt that way working with other companies. It was more, you're just ahead, you can be replaced. So.
What is something that you believe to be true, something you believe in, that most people would disagree with you with?
Oh my gosh. Something I believe to be true about other... I work with little people, so something I would probably believe to be true that others might not jump on board quite as quickly would be how very smart they already are, and how we don't really need to teach them, we just need to guide them. Yeah.
I love that. What is something that you've done lately, or you're actively doing, that you're really proud of yourself with or about?
Really proud of myself. Oh gosh. Something I'm really proud of myself. Well, I have 3 pretty awesome kids, 2 16-year-olds that are so responsible that we were actually able to go away for a couple days and didn't even have to worry about them. So I'm pretty proud that I've raised 3 pretty awesome kids. Responsible kids.
That is something to be very proud about. I'm a parent too, and that's like my life goal. Just do right by them and raise them right. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
What is your biggest struggle right now?
The balance between working and having fun and living.
How do you find that balance?
I'm getting better at it the older I get. I'm not necessarily working less, but I'm doing a better job of making sure I have a little more fun. Why I'm wandering around St. John tonight, because I really thought about going home and not coming to St. John.
Same. That's why I'm out here filming, because I need to get out and do something. You know?
Yeah.
Last question. Okay. Thank you for this, by the way.
Oh no, thanks for chatting. My teenagers left me, so.
If you could give a piece of advice to your 20-year-old self, what would you say?
Oh wow. Advice to my 20-year-old self the first one would be to learn more about how to take care of yourself financially, because nobody teaches you that. And admittedly, even in my 40s, I'm still not very good at it. And to do more stuff. Yeah, go on more adventures, have more fun. Yeah, absolutely. I still have to tell my 40-plus-year-old self that.
Are you the kombucha guy?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah? Are you two? You guys in the booth together?
Yeah.
Yeah? Could I interview you for a video I'm making?
I'll do it. Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Okay, cool. And I have to give a shout out to these guys. These guys are from the St. John Queen Square Market kombucha booth. Okay, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Okay, so I'll ask you first because you were more keen to answer. So what'd you have for breakfast this morning?
For breakfast, oh my goodness. I had lunch and I had a black bean burger from the Creddles Farmers Market, I guess, in Hampton.
Okay, nice. You warming up yet?
I had a fig for breakfast.
Just one single fig?
One single
Oh,
fig.
maybe a plum. No, I did have
Okay,
a tea
cool.
and a biscuit.
Respect.
And lemon ginger tea.
Nice. Okay. It's gonna get a little stickier now. Okay.
Stick
Warren,
us up.
what's one thing that you guys believe to be true that society would disagree with?
Money's not important.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd have to say the same.
Okay. What piece of advice would you give to your... I mean, you guys look pretty young. What piece of advice would you give to your 20-year-old selves?
25 years ago. Oh,
Follow
man.
your gut. Always.
Yeah. Intuition's key. Learn to listen to yourself.
Cool. And what is the biggest struggle in your lives right now?
Time, finding balance in time between work and life.
Yeah.
Always that.
Being human is the struggle. Existing is the struggle.
Yeah. We're in a divisive time right now. I feel.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys allowing this.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
man.
Cool.
Okay.
What was your name?
And there we have it. I love getting out there and interacting with the people, the citizens of St. John. It's really fun to, I don't know, just get like a behind the scenes, a little peek behind the curtains of what's going on with people, because we're all interesting. We all have our own story at the end of the day. So I would encourage you guys to ask your friends some questions like this and just see what's going on with them. So if you made it to this point in the video, appreciate you as always. If you found value in this channel, found value or entertainment in videos just like this one, you can show some love and support us by buying us a coffee. Link is in the description down below. That'd be greatly appreciated, and thank you in advance. But anyhow, if you like the video, guys, drop a like, subscribe if you're new here. This is actually part 1. I have enough interviews to do a part 2. It would have been like an hour video if I kept going, but I had to stop it there. If you want to see part 2, comment down below and let me know. And don't be shy, answer some of the questions. I would love to hear what you guys think. Although you have an advantage, being asked that question, you know, what do you believe to be true that most of society would disagree with? That question is designed to stop people in their tracks. So you're at an advantage, you have some time to think about it, but yeah, contemplate it and let me know what you come up with. I would love to hear. Yeah, I think that about sums it up. That's all I got. I hope you guys liked the video, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.